Welcome into the latest edition of ESPN FC. I'm Dan Thomas, joined in the studio today by Ali Moreno and Don Hutchinson. We kick things off in the Olympics, where the US booked a place in the women's soccer final with a 1-0 victory over Germany. Once again, it went to extra time. Once again, there was only one goal in it, but once again, Emma Hayes' side crossed the line first. Sophia Smith, this time the hero, as her goal proved to be the difference between the two sides. As we welcome in a very happy Ali Krieger joins us. Ali, overall, they haven't done anything particularly easy, have they, over the last couple of games? But once again, they just did enough.
Yes, absolutely. They've played phenomenally, especially in this match against Germany. It's really difficult to beat a team twice in the same tournament, and especially in the semifinal match where we haven't been in the final since, 2008 maybe. So this was such an achievement for the national team. The way that they've been playing, consistency, the confidence, the calmness, even building out of the back. Attacking-wise, the front three have scored 3 goals each, which now they have 9 of the goals out of the 10. And one player in particular, defensively, Naomi Girma, who's been a hero in the back line. She's anchored the back line to keep it consistent, confident, and very, very strong. So defensively, I think she's been key, along with Alyssa Nayer's save in the very end to keep it 1-0 was brilliant. And so now moving into the final, they have all the confidence in the world, and they have a team that has such momentum going into this game that there's no doubt in my mind that they will be successful.
And Sophia Smith, of course, as the only goal scorer, will grab all the headlines, Ali.
Yes, she has. She's been amazing the last couple games, obviously consistent throughout the tournament, but specifically today, showing up at the 95th minute, getting the game winner, and really putting her team on the board and getting the team into the final. I think these front three have really put the team on their shoulders and have been brilliant this tournament, which has been a question mark before the tournament had started. Who will show up? Who will continue to carry this team? Who will lead this team? And I think the front three, and naturally the front six, have really done an amazing job connecting, building those relationships, and now being clinical in front of goal.
As you say, inevitably it's the goal scorers who get all the attention, but this back line, of course, goalkeeper as well, have been so solid when needed.
Yes, Alyssa Nayer made that save in the very end to keep them winning and moving into this final game. So credit to her ability. It was incredible. Even the German coach couldn't even believe that she had made that save. But it was right after Sophia had scored. And so, it's in these games that are so tight, you cannot take a breath. You have to stay focused in the very end and the final whistle. And they did that. And I think with Naomi's leadership in the back and Emily Sonnet having to come in and replace Tierna Davidson, and then Lynn Williams coming in replace of Rose Lavelle, hopefully they don't have, too difficult of injury so that they could be available for the final. But because of the depth as well of this national team and the defensive strength that they've been showing and the compactness, the consistency, this is why they are a team in the final.
Yeah, and of course, the bookies thought it would be the US going through to the final. They thought that they would be facing Spain. However, Brazil would beat Spain by 4-2. Goals really early on in the first half, and then just before the break proved to be decisive for Brazil. Spain would try to rally late on, but it proved to be too little, too late, as the Brazilians then book a place in the final to face the US. How much of an upset is this, Ali?
This is a huge upset. Obviously, with the world champions losing in this semifinal game, they have now the ability to get the bronze medal in the third place game. But this is surprising to me because they've been so dominant, and obviously they were one of the favorites to win gold, and they just looked a little sluggish. They looked a bit tired. They weren't as connected and confident, I don't think, in the final third. Towards the end, yes, when you have Alexia come into the game, they started creating more opportunities and getting more chances in front of goal. But Brazil looked calm. They looked confident on the ball. They were keeping possession. And then, more importantly, in the transitional moments, they capitalized in that. And were very clinical in front of goal and very unselfish. I think that it was an impressive win for Brazil. Obviously, I'm excited for Marta to be able to end her international career to be able to play into this final and hopefully, just get a great matchup against the United States.
Confirmation then, when you take a look at the bracket, that it will indeed be the US then against Brazil. That game is on Saturday. The US obviously will go into that as favourites, Ali. Are we expecting another tight affair as we saw against Germany and, of course, the previous rounds for the US?
Yes, for sure. This is now the moment that they've all worked for their entire lives. This is a final. This is why you play the sport. This is why you play on the national team, and this is why you're here. This is the best game of the tournament. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You never know if you're ever going to be back in this moment and in this game and in this matchup against one of the best players in the world. And obviously Brazil is going to feel the same. They're going to come in very confident. They've had momentum these last few games. And now it's going to be a matchup that's going to be a brilliant game. And I'm sure everyone is going to be so excited to watch on the sidelines.
And, of course, there'll be a lot more on this game on Football W tonight. Ali, who are your guests this evening?
We have Sam Ewis and potentially Lindsey Horan, so everyone should tune in. I told Lindsey she better stay up till about 1:30 a.m. Hopefully her adrenaline is still kicking in.